Thank you so much for the opportunity that the committee of access given to our team. Now I will present our topic of presentation. The title is An Integrated Tourism Management Model between Tourism Village and the Waruga Cultural Heritage Site in the context of heritage tourism. Background. Currently, one of the most popular forms of tourism is the tourist village. Tourist villages are institutions that manage tourist attraction. However, in their development, tourist villages face many problems due to educational background of human resources, the behavior of tourism manager, miscommunication between institutions within and outside the organization, and even mismanagement. This problem is faced by Sawangan Village, North Minasa Regency, where the village has a cultural heritage attraction called Waruga. Waruga is a rectangular stone tomb that is a relic of the Minahasa tribe ancestors. This cultural heritage site is visited by many tourists from abroad. In its development as part of tourism, there has been neglect, where the facilities owned by this cultural heritage site are not well maintained. Thus, the main issue where the relic have been damaged and the location is not well maintained. From observation and interviews with managers, it was found that there was a shifting of responsibility. The village doesn't feel responsible for managing cultural heritage sites, but on the other hand, the tourist village uses the issue of Waruga to promote the image of the tourist destination. The several tourist attractions offered by the tourist village such as waterfalls, old Dutch colonial houses, crafting, and agritourism. Meanwhile, tourists are only interested in visiting Waruga. Other attractions are not visited. The objective of the research is to design an integrated management model for tourist attraction in Sawangan Village, with a primary focus on economic, social, cultural, and sustainable issues. Literature, there are some literature that we put in our articles, science, but in the presentation we just use several literature. First, in the context of tourism area development planning, this is a process of development and coordination related to the future of tourism destinations. The optimal tourism in four aspects, namely maintaining environmental sustainability, the welfare of the community in the area, ensuring visitor satisfaction, and enhancing the integration and unity of community development around the area. The concept of heritage tourism, which emphasizes that tourism activities are conducted in situ or at heritage sites. Cultural capital in the form of physical buildings or the condition of the area is a key aspect that must be considered. Cultural capital is a cultural asset that, when combined with other inputs, contribute to the production of other cultural objects. The paradigm of cultural heritage management must evolve not only for preservation, but also for improvement of community welfare. Research method. This research is explanatory in its approach, aiming to address issues in tourism management. This study was conducted in the Waruga Cultural Heritage Area and Sawangan Tourism Village. The case study approach allows for an in-depth exploration of the phenomena during the tourism destination. This case study is limited by time, and the data was collected through observation of the condition of the tourist destination, interview with relevant parties involved in tourism management and government and the local community surrounding the research object. Documentation involved reviewing previous research findings related to the research object or similar studies that could recommend research outcomes that are reasonable close to the research object. The analysis is qualitative in solution-oriented by generating of hypothetical model for tourism destination result and discussion. Challenges in cultural heritage management. Cultural heritage management often faces various problems. Wandering of cultural heritage sites caused by belief that historical objects contain treasures or valuable items. Lack of public appreciation for historical objects due to failure to educate the public. The challenge of climate change, which can damage historical sites. Over-exploitation, where the number of visitors exceeds the capacity of the site or the structural load of the tourist location resulting in degradation. Then the challenges of maintenance, where tourism manager prioritize profit from the site without considering maintenance aspect. Waruga archaeological site area and heritage tourism requirement. Research shows that the Waruga archaeological site meet these criteria. Among them are symbolic. Waruga has given symbolic meaning to the Minnesota people regarding to the origin of the site, and this meaning is still reflected in community work pattern. And historical, Waruga has provided information about the early civilization at Cape of Minahasa community. Waruga area management model has heritage tourism. Preservation is an important component of heritage tourism, in line with the concept of heritage tourism, which emphasizes that tourism activities are carried out in situ or heritage sites. Considering that heritage tourism is very different from general tourism as it uses replaceable resources. This management model relies on three main forces that support tourism without marginalization of others, namely A, government policy, B, management, and C, economic development. Our model, government involvement in the form of interagency policy, where the authority and responsibility of each agency must be clear so that they can shift responsibility to each other management. Community-based management, where typically are community centers with the community as the main actor in conservation and tourism efforts, supported by or in collaboration with non-governmental organizations, universities, government, and private sector. Economy, where the cultural heritage preservation cannot be carried out without adequate funding. Likewise, conservation communities should not always have to sacrifice themselves to preserve cultural heritage without considering their own welfare. Then several development programs that we implemented in Walwater Village, including A, changing the name of the tourist village to better reflect the image of the archaeological site so that no double standard in promotion. B, tourist attraction packages are developed in integrated manner between attraction, not partially. C, an information technology approach is very important in interpreting the area and the entire area. C, a one-stop policy for visitor or tourists in activities around the area and tourists. This is an example of Waruga image. Conclusion: from the result of the study, it can be concluded that the problem faced in management of Waruga and tourist village can be solved through the heritage tourism management model. Government policy in terms of chain management, management involving various stakeholders, economic incentive as an initial model for heritage management. That is our presentation, and thank you so much for the attention, and also see you next conference, and goodbye.